Just wanted to take a little moment there for a second. Woo. Okay.
Just reminding you all that we do run the net. When I'm not busy posting on social media all day, I am tending to the internet network servers, making sure that traffic is continuing to flow, but only the traffic that we...
Anyway, yeah, I shot that. Okay, wait. Okay, yeah, I guess like my playlist or my whatever's connected on my YouTube really wants to party right now. Hi, Mike, I saw you. It's hard for me. I can't see the chat. I can't figure out right now yet the Rumble live stream. I was playing with it today. I'm just not getting it right, so I'm gonna have to like watch a tutorial before. So yeah, I started out with Titus Frost there for a moment. Hold on, let me get my drink here. Yeah, I started off with Titus Frost. Titus Frosty Boy, Imperator of Truth. And, I really, when you get towards the end of the year, don't you kind of think about like everything that happened in that year? Like you kind of like take stock of everything that you've gone through. And I really went through a lot between Dean Fougere. I don't care if I pronounce his name right. Probably get like Denise Matteau going, no, she doesn't know how to pronounce French and she's wanting to get a degree in digital journalism, and I mean, just the bizarreness that has happened in my life in 2024 online with certain people like Thomas Schoenberger and also as well as Chris McGimsey Jones and Denise Matteau and some site YouTube channel that I get blamed that it's me stalking myself called Anonanon, and I had a voodoo doll made of me this year, and I've got this guy named David Schurter who is allegedly a satanic ritual abuse survivor, even though he allegedly molested his own nephews and then lit some dude on fire. Literally, he calls him a dude, but it's okay because they took him away in a mental institution. So somehow he's still the fucking victim. If you really want to know, if people say, well, how's it going, Tere? And, there's part of me where everything's going great. Like, and I focus on that side of my life, the side that headlined a comedy club earlier this month at the Black Oak Casino. And, I'm going to brag. I made $2,000 for one night, just going up for 1 hour on stage, making people laugh. And yet I have like, someone like a Titus Frost, Imperator of Truth. By the way, and let me just add about the Imperator of Truth is that he's also mentioned in Laura Dilley's research paper that everybody's so pissed off that I read. Like Thomas Schoenberger had to like spend like from Christmas Eve until Christmas Day and beyond making, pictures, posts, Grinch, talking about my wig, saying I'm being deposed, saying I'm a liar and a horrible person and whatever. Meanwhile, normal people, I think, and you know what, guys, I'm not really sure if there's normal people anymore, anywhere on the planet, but the normal people that we think that we want to be usually do something productive. Maybe they meditate on Christmas. Maybe they are contemplative, maybe they meet with family, maybe they say nice things on social media, maybe they take a selfie just to look like they're having a fucking good time. You know what I'm saying? They do fucking something for Christmas other than talk about fucking me all night long. You're gonna get deposed. You're deposed. I have a retainer. I have a lawyer. I'm going to sue you for fucking what? You know what? Here's the deal. And let's just, this is what I want to do right now. Like everybody's done their shows, everybody's done their New Year's. Hoax Wars does Christmas. Like it's like Black Christmas. That's the kind of Christmas Hoax brings to his YouTube community. We're the community. Well, you're not in the community. The community doesn't like you. I'm like, what the fuck is this? It's like I'm in some sort of like sci-fi, dystopian fucking internet LARP. Here, the community. The community doesn't approve. Fuck the community. I say, fuck the community. You're not a community I want to belong to. Happy New Year. Oh, I love Rumblefort's free speech. Did my head get smaller? It was like it tilted a little bit. So, anyway, joking aside, I do want to share with people that find me on social media or find my channel, or I don't know, maybe you're even my coworker and you're like, oh, Tere. When I see you at work, you're like, oh, I love those lights you had on the top of your head. I'd be like, fuck yeah. Okay, no, that really wouldn't happen. That's like a different scenario in an alternate universe that, exists somewhere also in my imagination and in my head. But we'll continue. Okay, so I always think of things in like semesters right now because I'm 62 years old. And about 4 years ago almost, I decided to go back to college and get a degree in digital journalism, which, when you say like, what's the good part of your life? Like, that's the good part of my life. That's really the good part of my life. Like right now I'm on the dean's list. I've done really well. I was at all the student journalists at Fresno City College. I was invited to go with a select few to the junior journalist conference in San Francisco. And actually, when I did that, interesting enough, and you know what? I should probably share this with you. I'm going to pull this is kind of an impromptu show, but I want to take you back to that time because when I went to the conference, I was playing around with my cell phone and doing videos. Now I've taken 2 film classes, so I feel like I'm a better photographer than I was then. And I've got this cool DJI Osmos Pocket 3 that I'm, playing around with. And that's one of the things I'm doing right now on the Christmas break. But I wanted to enter, you had to work with another student. I wanted to enter into one of like the news reporting contests. It was like you had to report something that was relevant and would be newsworthy. And I found it. Okay. And so, I even took footage of, like, I went into a dispensary and I took footage. I thought, okay, maybe a cannabis dispensary in, San Francisco would be an interesting expo to do. And one of the first people, and God, I forgot his name. He was a journalist, and he was talking about when you interview somebody, you want to give all the easy questions up front, and then you save the harder questions for later because, they might get up and leave. They may not want to answer you. They may get offended at that point. And so he's telling us, how to construct our interviews, which is really good advice, right? And he said there was a woman that she was a Black woman married to a Jewish man, and she was pro-Palestine. And he was afraid to ask her that question on why, since she's married to a Jewish man, isn't it kind of strange that you're pro-Palestine, and how does that work in your household and this and that, right? Another thing that was really interesting that he mentioned was that David Icke, she was a follower of David Icke. And of course, there's the, reptilian conspiracy with that. And he was afraid to ask her that too. And it was so weird that I'm hearing David Icke and I'm hearing, this Palestine. And on the way there, I'm talking to the other students about David's Icke. you know? And I was just like, okay, this is a weird coincidence. I went up and I talked to him a little bit and I go, yeah, I was just talking about him or whatever. And anyway, we had an exchange. So that happened. And then after I had already filmed the dispensary, I love the protein bowl at Subway. I just love it. And I hope they still make it. I don't know. I haven't really looked for it. But I love it, and I love it with tuna on it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get one of those tuna protein bowls. And I'm walking down the street in San Francisco. And I see a protest. I'm like, oh my God, there's something happening here. And I whip out my camera, and then I find out it's a pro-Palestine. It's like it's a Palestine against genocide protest. And this is before what happened later on. This is like March. I'm going back to 2023. This is not really 2024, but I want to share this. This is March 2023. Okay. And I find a protest against genocide in Palestine. And there's a woman holding a sign up, and she's Jewish, and she's going, Jews against, genocide in Palestine or something like that. We'll see here when we see it. You'll see it. And I get there and I'm like, can I interview some of you guys? And they go, well, you should talk to the coordinator. And then I met the coordinator. And so anyways, here is that piece of footage. I shot it and another student did the editing. So let's do this.
My name is Wasim Haj. I'm with the Arab Resource and Organizing Center based here in the San Francisco Bay Area. Today we are here to stand against the escalation of Israeli violence of both settlers and Israeli military against Palestinians in Palestine. In 2023 alone, over 60 Palestinians have been killed by Israeli military or settlers. This marks it as the most deadly year for Palestinians since 2002. We see massacres in Palestine happening in the cities and villages of Jenin, of Nablus, of Hawarra, and we're here to stand against the violence. We're here to say that the Bay Area does not condone and will not stand for the ongoing settler colonial occupation of Palestine by Israel. We support a free Palestine from the river to the sea in all of its parts.
Well, we really do want publicity, and we really do want to get out that there are many Jews in this country who do not stand behind what we think are atrocities happening in Israel.
Today we are here to test the Israeli treatment of the Palestinian people. The genocide that's going on, that has been going on for a long time, it's not new. This is just the latest round. And we are here to tell people that what happened in South Africa is going on now in Palestine. People will not be free until the Palestinians are free. That's my basic message. And we are all human beings. It doesn't matter if we're Palestinians, if we're Christians, if Muslims, Jews, we're all human beings, and our lives do matter.
So anyways, this is the kind of stuff that I've been doing basically while you guys have been sitting around and saying whatever about me. And maybe you're saying that about me because of that, but I know that's not really probably why you're saying it about me. When the Palestine thing did happen here, when people were protesting, there was a lot of protesting happening in Fresno where I live at. There's a place called Riverside that's like an open outdoor mall market, really beautiful, has a lot of events going on and stuff. And on the corner of this one street near the P.F. Chang's there, they were, the people who were pro-Palestine and against what they believed to be genocide on them. They were protesting. And I actually went out because I was taking a photography class, photojournalism class. And I went and took shots of those photos. And I've shown them on my YouTube channel. I'm going to add it to my portfolio because, I was really excited to do that. I wanted to do I was hoping that people would be pro-Israel too, and I could have taken pictures of pro-Israel people because I think it's really important to show both sides of a story. And I think that, and I'm going to relate that to you guys that are doing all the talking that you're about me and other people and whatever. If you found me, or you hate me because you heard these stories about me, then first of all, you need to pay attention to the source of those people are that are saying those things. Ask yourself, do they actually sound rational, like rational people? Do they do rational things? Have they done things that have harmed our political harmony in many ways? Or our racial tensions? You see where I'm going here? Because a lot of the people that are doing this online are those kind of people. And, for example, Ansel Para Disney is telling people that I'm freaking stalking her when I'm like, what? And then she said, oh, with some other lady that I had never met before. And then 5 days, I guess Ansel Para Disney taped it. 5 days later, this lady finds me on X and responds to a post that I made about Hoax, by the way, who maliciously defamed my deceased monitor and friend that I had for several years, making a meme calling him a groomer dad after he died. And she makes a comment, I've got a problem with Angel Para Disney and all this kind of crap. And we'll get into that a little bit later. But the point is there's people like an Angel Para Disney making up stuff out of something that happened, which, by the way, I'm going to show what happened just so we can all clear up and see that nobody knows. I'm you guys were saying that I was trafficking children, my friends' children. And I think that I have a right, if you're looking at 360 reporting, if you're looking at everything that's going around you and looking at, well, what really is the truth here? What is considered credible? What is based on real research, like Lori Dilley's research paper that's published at Cornell University? Peer-reviewed. You know what peer-reviewed means? It means that other people tested the data and tried to get the same results and did. I had no idea that Laura Dilley's paper was, actually, they were using software and finding all these Twitter accounts. Guess who was so prominent in that? But Thomas Schoenberger. Oh, and Cicada 3301. Oh, and then there was Ghost Vision earlier tonight giving me a shit, and he had a total shit fit after I said, I saw you in Laura Dilley's research paper. But it's actually software crunching all this activity and where it went and who sourced it, who retweeted what and everything. It's unbelievable. When I saw that, I'm like, of course it's these people. Of course it's the people hanging out in Jesse's chat tonight. Of course. Wow. So anyway, I guess maybe I should start. Where are we at here? Oh, it's only getting to 11 o'clock. All right. Maybe I should start with what happened at the beginning of this year, right? Or what happened towards, it really started like with Hoax and everybody, it started around October. And the first thing I, got alerted to, Pavana sent me a DM on X and said, can you help me with this account? Because they were like posting awful things about her. And can you report it? And it was Pavana 666. And there was a link that was a PayPal for Toffler Music. At the first time I saw it, that belonged to Stefano Portanello or Nello, right? And I've done a video about it. There's Pepe the Frog stuff and Friends and all this stuff going on, right? Which is that's why they're painting my face green, because I've said something about it. And everybody keeps saying, oh, well, it doesn't mean that, or it's an autistic frog, or it was another frog before. Yeah, and the swastika was something else before, too, in India, until it was tweaked a little bit. Like, the people that are using it or have used it during a certain period of time have been labeled that. Now, you might argue, well, no, they're not. But even when you look at Laura Dilley's, if you read the paper, which if you want to, you can just see it. It's up for the public to view. By the way, I am going to do an analysis on that, a podcast, which I'm going to be working on. I mean, I wanted to do this show first, but I'm just kind of sharing with you like some of the insights that reading her research paper has done for me. Like, I even saw Denise on her channel talking, oh, the lies. She threw me in there like I'm with like freaking, Michael A. Levin now. Now I'm against her with Michael A. Levin and Thomas and everybody. It's like, it's so ridiculous, but it's a Discordian thing. And these people, that's what they're about. They, if you read the paper, her paper, you get it. You get how this is like the meme war, everything, how it's been disseminated, what celebrities are associated to it or were tweeted with it, or General Flynn or whomever. I mean, it's very interesting to go through. Okay, so anyway, it's eye-opening. And the things that I have learned this year about these people and who they are, and what I've looked into and how they've treated me and everything. The whole shadow box thing, understanding that shadow box. When you read the Daily Beast article, that Will Summer wrote about Shadowbox and DeFango and Schoenberger associating using bots to go after people. And it was a reputation management company. Only whoever you're targeted is the villain, and will do everything to convince people that's exactly what they are, using PR and cyber guerrilla tactics. I'm almost saying it like verbatim. And you know what? Whether Shadowbox exists or not, the people that are doing this are associated to it, or mentioning it, or had been part of it, or at the helm of that. They were in that article. I mean, frankly, I think most of, I don't go, oh, DeFango's innocent and Thomas Schoenberger isn't and doing any of this shit. I mean, let's talk about DeFango. He ran around saying they had the Spear of Destiny and made videos about it. And people want to take whatever he says seriously. I don't think so. Not for me. Not good enough. And you know what? I think a lot of people look at that way. People that maybe are looking at it from a different viewpoint. See, the problem is like you guys all hang around in your little, group, your little echo chamber. And then there's people that are purposely echoing together to make this, the harassment seem worse. they say nasty things to you in chats, and they do this and that, blah, 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 and they tell you this, and you're that, and you're a loser, and blah, 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 and you're fat, you got double chin, you're a fucking loser, shut up, it's like, you're a whore, whatever. I gave some of that back tonight. And we're going to be giving back a little bit more too. Because, it's New Year's and we're just finishing it out. But all of that leads to Laura Dilley's paper, leads to Shadowbox, leads to Thomas Schoenberger talking to, Hoax, saying, I'm going to give you this. And really, Hoax, number one, in real journalism, Hoax has no credibility. You want to know why? Because nobody knows who Hoax is. Even his name. Oh, guess who else is mentioned in Laura Dilley's paper? Frank Bacon, which Hoax goes all the way back to. How do we not? How do you guys not see this? How do you see that this everybody that's involved in this little play around, whatever, either put Cicada 3301 on their profiles or in their names, or they go 3301 or whatever. They're all doing a signal of some sort of association that goes all the way back to Laura Dilley's paper and what happened in during that time. And everybody's sitting around going, oh, when Trump comes in, this is going to happen, that's going to happen, and blah, blah, blah. You know what? There's still justice. Everything didn't go just to one side. And you know what? I think people they don't know where to put me. I have kind of been on both sides. I can joke about both sides. I don't have a problem making fun of both political parties. Because I really think a lot of it is just oh, well, what team are you on? What team? Are you the red or the blue? Red, blue, red, blue. Everything's red, blue. Look at that. Red, blue. Happy New Year, Orlando! Here we go.